Now on to Lords in the Test match. Great games indeed this noble ground has staged, but nobody remembers anything to equal this dramatic struggle against the West Indies. Over the 5 days, 124,000 spectators have had the time of their lives, as first one side and then the other seemed on top. At tea time on the 4th day, the Queen arrives. What a great sporting team these West Indians are. Frank Worrell presents them. Her Majesty shakes hands here with Ken Barrington when it's England's turn. Then she has a word with the skipper, Ted Dexter, Lord Edward as they call him, when he captures the full majesty of his superb batsmanship, as he did in the first innings with that unforgettable 70. But let's go back a bit to the start of England's second innings. Having set England to make 234 to win, Worrell leads his men onto the field. Not an easy total against Wesley Hall, the world's fastest bowler, who now hurls one down against England's opener, Mickey Stewart. John Edrich now facing Hall. At the other end, Charlie Griffith bowling. Edrich only gets 8, a poor match for him. That brings Dexter in to face Hall. The end of Stewart, caught by Solomon off Hall. This is bad for England, just when Stewart seems set. Gibbs bowling now against that very rock of reliability, Ken Barrington, who made an invaluable 80 in the first innings. Gibbs strikes a great blow, clean bowling Dexter. Barrington bears a terrific load of responsibility, something he's getting used to. And how England supporters are praying that Colin Cowdrey will now find his test form. When Cowdrey is at 19, another blow for England, and for poor Cowdrey himself, struck on the forearm. Because there's no sight screen at the pavilion end, he lost sight of the ball. This miserable compromise of white seats and railings in the pavilion is no adequate substitute for a screen. A famous cricket writer has said, some player will be killed before this series ends unless 2 screens are provided in all test matches. It's Brian Close in now. After him, there'll only be Jimmy Parks left of the recognised batsmen. At the end of the day, England are 116 for 3 with Cowdrey hurt. And so on the last day, 118 runs are needed as Ken Barrington left and Close resumed the innings. Like the great Len Hutton, the West Indies captain, Frank Worrell, believes that test matches are won by fast bowlers. So Wesley Hall sends down the atomic stuff from his end. Brian Close batting. Griffith on at the other end, and he's rewarded when Barrington hangs his bat out and is caught by Murray. A great loss for England, but a wonderful knock, that 60 of his. So that brings Parks in to face Hall, with England still wanting 104 to win. A beautiful shot by Close. That's his 50. Parks makes 17 before Griffith sends him back. Then when Titmus has made 11, he's out. The kind of situation tailor-made for Freddie Truman, but not today. Caught off Hall for a duck. Close is still there with everything depending on him. Only 31 needed now for victory. At the other end, Allen batting, and the last minutes of the match all too rapidly running out. And now Griffith strikes an almost mortal blow. With Brian Close on 70, the fast bowler has him caught by Murray. The score creeps up, a single to Allen. Only 8 more to win. Nerves in the crowd can hardly bear it. Shackleton fails to connect to sneak a single. Worrell won't risk a throw. He sprints for the wicket and Shackleton's run out. Out comes the heroic Cowdrey, his broken arm in plaster. 6 runs wanted now, but time's run out too. All bowls the last ball of the match. The great game is drawn. It's a fair result. For either side to lose would have been a tragedy. 2 sporting teams played a magnificent game. Surely the most exciting test match England has ever seen.